Yeah, I tried ranked and it was the most horrible experience so far that I can remember. In Hearthstone, I am allowed to like rank up to a certain degree. In Marvel Snap, I'm allowed to rank up to a certain degree until I start seeing crazy ass builds beating me up. Bronze is not even like the middle place. It's not supposed to be the middle place. But it's already harder than normal mode, which is impossible. None of this is possible, bro. None of this makes any sense. So, Reynad, let's talk, alright? Answer some questions. Let's see what this guy is up to right now.
Launch closed beta a little over a month ago. And thank you so much for playing, for the kind words.
There are no kind words on Ford besides that congratulate your game exists. And often enough it's fucking
For
frustrating.
sharing the game with your friends, for making content about it, and for all your feedback.
That's what I'm good at. Feedback.
To see the game out in the world, out in the wild, and to see all of you having fun with it.
Well, I do spend time with it. I don't know if it's fun. I know what is fun. You know? Here we go. So much more fun. Capitalism. Destroy. Fuck yeah, dude. I did the reverse order, actually. Fuck me. Here it is. Here's the fun. That's what I'll be doing when listening to Reynad ramble about bullshit game.
To get our infrastructure in order so we can handle way more players and have the servers be stable. You've seen it get more stable over time since we launched it.
It's a lot of sanity, I'm not gonna lie. Dude knows what he's doing.
But, thank you for your patience in the
I don't have patience. It feels so fucking bad right now.
short term.
But my patience comes back with every single patch.
In the meantime, and if progression systems are really important to you, now might not be the time to play, just because until those features are in, that stuff's not going to get fixed. But I'm confident the prize
I don't know what he's talking about exactly.
pass and everything will make all that feel better. On the topic of
Yes, the game is not rewarding enough. Sure, I didn't pay attention to that.
In the same boat as with our progression systems, we could have launched with nothing, or we could have launched with a flawed one that we had. So.
Yeah, that was the vibe, yeah.
Our ranked mode works right for bronze through diamond, but we're definitely not happy with how it works at legend. So definitely hear the complaint.
Oh, it works at bronze! Oh, that's fucking cool. Oh, yeah. That's not fucking bad at all, how it works at bronze. Are you sure about that, bro? It really works in bronze already. Yep. I felt that. Felt that breeze in my knees.
There will be a bit of a lull in patching this month. We don't have a patch plan until early January for the next big one, and that will have a host of design
Another bad news.
changes among other things. It'll be
big. Oh, like the last one. So it's not so big after all.
We think content and custom content that people are making.
Yeah, your stupid Discord, am I right? When it comes to like rank system, what I expected is bronze has its own ghosts, right? Silver has its own ghosts, and so on. You're not just like fighting diamond ranked fucking insanities. Holy shit, man. I was expecting to just breeze through fucking bronze. Nah, bro. What will happen in my game when I release it, you will be able to build and share a ghost, and I will put it in the game or not, based on whether it's cool or not. But I could just put in the game and just rank it versus other things really quickly and see. No, it has to be a cool build, right? And somehow thematic. So there should be plenty of like ghost content in my game. But it's sort of like self-feeding system, so first I will have to like make the groundwork for people to give feedback to. Yeah, I'm talking about Pokia the name of the game that I should be able to make in 2 months and will be better than BAZAAR. At least for me, I'm the customer that should be pleased. And if something is better, I will play BAZAAR that much fucking less, bro.
Live is kind
And already I want to play emoji game a lot more than BAZAAR. Alright, and make emoji game as well. As a customer, like, I would spend half of the time playing and half of the time making the game, right? So it's not difficult for me to be in like full engagement mode with the game, even though it's my game, right? It's not that fucking impossible. So I don't know, man. I might leave Reynad behind
of a regular thing. I'm
in the dust.
really eager to kind of involve the community more in content design.
Yeah, in the dust.
Long. There's a lot of churn, like a lot of different people working on it at different times. We didn't have resources to make it at the onset. Like we had to raise money along the way. It was like a whole bunch of steps were really difficult.
A lot of friendships, bro. Burnt along the way.
I feel more confident going out. Regret with how it went.
Of course you don't, because you're not the one fucking building the game. You're just holding ideas and crucial information, but someone else has to fucking code it for you. I want to look back, like, it's interesting to me. Looking back to that gameplay that was released long time ago. And how different it is. This is 2 years ago. 3 years ago. 3 years.
Bathroom guys.
You were able to choose which one to fight. Looked like a sweeter version. As a new day. There's all these stats, bro, available. But somehow it was scrapped. How is this possible?
All right. Well, that'll be different by launch, but it's actually going to look much better by launch. And
not that much better, to be honest.
This will probably find like a more fun way to do the cake shop, but
you didn't do that.
I could buy a little more.
That was just a cooler way to do it. Very simple amount of health. 20 or 50 for 5.
We could try. I don't know if the shield got off before it broke. Either way, I think we raised him. So you can see once the fight lasts.
This was a way cooler game back then, bro.
Yeah, you guys, it's a special.
No, you were buying slots instead of just leveling up into slots. I think that's just more reasonable that way.
I don't want to do
because you get to choose when to actually open your slots instead of like rushing levels or some bullshit like that.
Bars.
But how could you have had the guts to put a placeholder instead of actual some kind of art whatsoever? Just let some scrabble to represent something low resolution. Like, how he had fucking guts to fucking not put that in place and show it like that? It's fucking crazy. That's the thing that should have been answered in the Q&A of like, what is the biggest thing you would have done differently? Jesus.
We have trinket mass by strength.
And now you literally have no excuse because you can generate with AI everything.
Strength right now.
Whatever that you don't like to... Whatever you didn't put work into.
A few of these so we can afford it.
It's crazy. It had animations, bro. Bubbles.
Thank you guys for and then like when your ghost
the fucking atmosphere music
beats somebody,
it felt so much cooler, bro.
You were gonna like notify you and maybe.
Damn, bro. It's a tougher decision. You just get 3 strength, and you actually stack strength instead of like weird ass skills. That's just like more reasonable thing to do.
80 max health. Eventually.
And they changed that idea. Like, why did they change all these things that were kind of like reasonable already?
Like the bird strength here.
It's kind of weird when you're fighting PvE monsters that you gain gold instead of experience when you lose. Isn't that fucking weird? Normally in every RPG ever, you gain experience And sometimes you get absolutely nothing if you lose, but you should get something, so experience seems normal. Gold does not seem normal. Like, you're stabbing someone and they just keep dropping gold. Like, what the fuck you... Jesus.
First.
Sandstorm just seemed more reasonable back then, like, dealing damage slowly.
I don't know if we can get shield fast enough in my healing, but...
The reason why Sandstorm had to change is because it's so difficult to balance something. A game that just constantly makes you stronger and stronger and stronger, bro. Even here, Reynad had 1,000 shields generated, already kind of breaking everything.
Not before this nerd died. So, you know, he has this crazy altitude gaining and...
Yeah, but altitude does not exist in current game.
Yeah, and not an easy game. If I lose one more, I'm out.
Also, a better game design are just like having lives, but being able to choose your opponent. You could even like fucking spy on the opponent, so you buy information about their items or whatever, like what they have, to be able to choose which one you like more to fight against. This would be so fucking cool, right? If you were winning more than losing, would be cool, right? In a fucking single player game. Fucking garbage.
Weapons won't get to the top on time. Yeah.
He got greedy and lost.
Fuck. That's the deepest you can go, is 5 dives. I lost on the last one.
That was cool, being able to like dive deeper and deeper into finding a monster.
Now I got greedy.
You get nothing. So another encounter, not there. Like, the game looks better in this way. There's some things that kind of worry me, the positioning of things, but I don't know, man. It's fucking better.
So,
still not able to spend money. It's just bad point.
For each day event forever, where I can convert all my stats into a single.
That's interesting. Fuck yeah, dude. Speed though? Shit. This is cool shit, man. It would be nice to have speed, something that would charge your items. I would like there to be like more emphasis on the character building instead of just buying items.
Ooh.
To synergize with themselves.
Another vineyard. Let's definitely get that. Now I get to pick which version I want. Now that
Do you like that part where you can pick which version you want of the vineyard, guys?
And the artwork will look different for each of them when it's done. Jason's.
I would almost want to like create a sin counter, and I probably can for this entire one. This is gonna be fucking insane. There's a sin counter of the ways that he stripped the game of all the cool stuff that he was playing around with, and just gave us fucking slop, bro. Slop on the fucking table, bro. Literally feels like slop in comparison. Ugh. Now, the previous version was not balanced and visually could have been better in comparison, but like it seemed more fun and more like intricate. Like, the strength mechanic is so basic thing that you would want to have. Like, it's the augmented weaponry thing that you can only get it by luck. But instead it was like a design feature from the very beginning of the game that was focused. Like, this is crazy how he fucking ripped the game into pieces and gave us a slop. Like, what the fuck? Next episode, guys, on my channel.
Thoughts on Crip? Crip is a placeholder.
Damn, I love my own game. It's so cool. I have to actually kill something with the Goomball, but the Goomball would lose so much health if it tried to attack things. So I have to like position the health of the emoji just the right way. Oh man, it's so fucking cool. Better than BAZAAR. Like, and now you get extra health. Let's go. +2 extra health. Let's go.
stuff to get hooked.
So imagine what will happen if I spend 2 months not even doing this, but perfecting my craft in even another dimension. Because I can recreate this in a different way, right? It's fucking awesome, though. It's a lot of interactions going on, and my Pokia thing is not going to have that many interactions. But what it will have is betting system. Do you feel you can win the next round? It could also be round-based, but nah. Once your hand is revealed, you get all the scores. Anyways, I got hurt. But I have a strong vision of a game in it. If it can have like all these little tiny interactions, because it can only have that if balancing is correct.
The diminishing return.
Freeze? I just think the game is made in such a fucking ugly way that freeze also feels like shit.
That's what. It's my fault you lost. It's the matchmaking conspiracy. It's
Yeah, I mean, undeniable, not conspiracy. Fucking, I can't fucking get through bronze ranks without losing my fucking mind. Playing against builds that, like, Criparian would lose his mind to. For fuck's sake. Thoughts on Crip? He lost his mind.
Pretty much always going to be the same pattern, right? Like first of all, I'm super happy with how the launch went.
The way he will patch the game is going to be the same pattern.
I think the game's in a really good spot. I listened to a lot of folks that have asked for many, many years, and they basically said, like, the best it ever gets is they're complaining about balance.
Yeah, because every fucking game developer is degenerate, basically. And you have to actually escape the pattern of bullshit balancing. Like, that's the biggest thing, that's the vortex that you're trying to fight against as best as you can. To the point where it's actually potentially defeated. Like, it's that one thing that matters the most. But at the same time, what else are you going to complain about? To be honest, right? The whole time. I actually complain about a lot of other things, by the way. Why can I not fucking spend my money, in BAZAAR? Where do I spend my fucking money? On fucking goomballs? Fucking garbage. Skills kind of fucking suck. Just kind of boring. Some of them are just straight up better than others. Obviously. Lack of build variety. Well, one brain cell variety for sure, but like, that's the problem. There's no actual game mode where you can actually experience the game in smooth manners without bullshit builds getting in the way and just ripping you off in the end of all this like nonsense. Because like, all you're doing is building up to the moment where you're gonna fight the opponent and test your build. Do a test run. And then you just get fucking crushed, and you're like, is my build bad or good? I don't know. I don't know what's going on, because my opponent's build could be good or not. And it's just like, what's going on? If you see the pattern of fighting the same opponent over and over again, then you know they're the ones to get balanced. It's just the frequency thing, right? And it's so easy. It's so easy to just balance things. Just kick that shit out of here. And there's always a hope that this game developer is actually going to care about balance properly, because that's the only thing that we complain about for obvious reasons. So it's just like, that's my only hope. Like, there's going to be a fucking game developer besides me. Am I going to be the first one in the world to actually care about balance to the point where I'm just like fucking grinding that shit down to smoothness, bro? Smooth baby buttness, bro.
Best
balance.
So also,
oh, we're pretty good spot. No, we're always going to complain about balance, and there's other issues that I try to actually scope out. People are going to get sucked into the vortex the same fucking way as every single developer. But then, yeah, you have the issues like lag, and then disconnection, server issues. Yeah, that's shit you're working on, right? Right? It's going to work out, right? When people don't complain about balance, I mean, then it gets scary, of course. I know that part.
As good as it'll ever be.
I don't. It's not that fucking shallow, the balance thing. It has layers of problems behind balancing. Just people cannot use enough brain cells to be able to actually describe the problem anymore.
We want to change the game over time. And so, like, you know, other studios will make like 10 really careful.
See, that's the promise that I want to hear. Like, oh, the other studios are going to slowly do changes
in a patch, or 5 really careful changes, and they'll make sure that like those changes are
and it's going to stink up the fucking game anyways.
Right. We on the other hand will make 100 changes in a patch, and we're pretty happy about getting like 95 of them right. No, and then everyone will complain and on.
That's the way. That's what I heard beforehand, and this is the better way to say it. Even, you know, he's iterating his own fucking sentencing better. So this is what I wanted, right? This is the thing that's supposed to save the game. But if he's not making those 100 changes frequently enough, it still feels kind of fucking stale, you know?
Net.
Because, like, you can make those 20 changes in a week or 2 weeks, and the game actually feels worthy of giving another shot, you know? Like, let's see how the game changed. That would be fucking cool. If this is fixed. The moment this is fixed, then it's, like, reasonable to actually play BAZAAR. Because you know when the changes happen, you get the notification and whatnot, you update, and then bam, let's fucking try it out. Let's give it a spin.
Along the way.
I would say, like, Reynad has to, like, sort of solidify the ghost pool in a way, but make those ghosts rot over time based on, like, how far away from patches they or how old they are, these ghosts. Instead of just replacing one ghost with another. But at the same time, queuing into the same ghost for a bunch of people does sound cringe. I'm not sure, just matchmaking just feels so fucking stupid.
There's like,
in terms of power level,
stuff for people to point out.
Because it always gonna guarantee that 20% of players who are grinding the game and making the same bullshit builds, they gonna fucking dominate the matchmaking.
Like,
you know?
Oh, you miss Monitor Lizard. Oh, you miss Monitor Lizard. Let me intellectually posture for a minute. And that's good. That's fun for you guys, too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's fun, to be honest. But, because I would switch anytime as long as there's more movement in the card game universe, right? Because it's the movement that's, like, missing in this community, and there's not a lot of fucking shit happening. Literally 2 videos ago, I'm like, oh wow, you put Odin, 8 mana. Oh, I don't know where you fucking found one of these. If it's 9 mana. But like, this shit has been around forever now. This is the end of the year. It's 2-year-old card. I've built this shit. I've complained about it for 2 years. Isn't it 3 years? No, it's 2 years. It cannot be more than 2 years. It's fucking mental, bro. Like, it's old. Nothing changes in Hearthstone most of the time. At this point, I would just play chump decks. If I wanted to see changes.
Alright, we just keep at.
They gotta make changes constantly, and they gotta make tiny changes too. Tiny significant changes, and add features and, like, gloss over every single card that could potentially be changed with, like, a tiny keyword or something that would make it spicy. Changes should never stop until you have a perfect, lovable card.
Adding stuff.
That's it.
The purchase rate.
Yeah, that's the thing that I agree on just so much. I just don't feel like I'm seeing it. You know, because making changes is not extremely difficult. But they first have to build an infrastructure where I can actually get notified of changes. Because I don't want to just fucking, hey, Crib, have you uploaded fucking change list yet?
Drafted. In theory, it does a bunch of cool things.
So real-time nerfing. The way it should be done, if something is being drafted way too many times, it gets automatically banned and pushed into the rework pool. That's just how it goes. If people play something too much, like bam, ban notification for everyone. Fuck you, stupid shitty fucking friend core or whatever, lizard, bro. We're banning that shit. We're gonna rework it because you play it's like 50% of the meta game is like fucking intoxicated with that bullshit. This is the stuff, the dynamic banning is just necessary thing that was never invented for some reason. Now, it would turn into democracy where we would elect officials that would get banned. So that's pretty brutal, but democracy. Democracy is the way of life, guys. We would vote what's to ban by playing that thing. Let's ban Beast. And then everyone plays Beast just to ban it. It would be fucking stupid.
In practice,
you still have to win, though.
It twice as expensive gold-wise doesn't make it twice as expensive to acquire, because I'm still paying the cost of the hour in our game.
I don't know what the fuck he's happy about, to be honest.
Yeah, well, basically,
yes, I know the item costs 1 hour as well that you can spend on like getting a regen or experience.
Maybe work in another game. I don't like upgrading. This game doesn't need.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking stupid idea to say. I don't like upgrading. Although it's nice to switch, but the build solidifies to the point where it's like it's very difficult to buy a new item. Most items just suck. It just solidifies so hard. And yes, upgrading would be one of those things that would help solidify even more. But it's actually a very strategic, interesting game mechanic in that sense. You only upgrade like scaling items and shit, and then you build around it as well. But much more than that. Upgrade is not just like going between bronze, silver, gold. Upgrade is like all kinds of things, and I cannot like enchant items properly. Sometimes you don't even get the option whatsoever. It's just fucking weird, you know? Like, why can't I not just stack things on top of my items, bro? Why do I have to keep on switching? And then the build's gonna fucking actually wreck the shit out of everyone who are not solid enough, you know? Then you're just actually chasing builds, because those are solid things that will also potentially find ways to upgrade themselves in various ways. Like, the more rays you have, the beast build will upgrade just chasing gold and whatnot. It's just fucking mental how for Reynad upgrade is not like a important factor and something to run away from when then the only thing you get is build chasing.
Upgrading. Really excited when they get an upgrade, even if it makes them like 5% stronger. It feels like a win to them. I'm just looking at it like dude, you passed like 3 different free max HP events that would have each made you 10% stronger. And
kind of funny. It does make sense, right? To actually focus on other things as well. Upgrading is like the most straightforward one brain cell behavior. It doesn't have to be, you know, just like Curio is the coolest upgrades event ever, where you can actually stack a tiny bit of changes to your weapons and whatnot. That's the shit that I am missing from the game.
And they're like not.
You know what's bad for a drafting game? Not being able to spend gold. So if you make upgrading like 20 gold or something, or reasonable amounts depending on the day, bro, it's a good fucking feature. It's a good feature to just have laying around across the week. Like, it just sounds reasonable and something to pay attention to, even if it's like extremely expensive. Like, it's fucking cool to have. Especially if people actually want to do it and they're just one brain selling on that idea.
The fun is at its core, it's like mixing in.
And by the way, 10% of health does not make you 10% stronger. It just doesn't fucking do that, because your items do most of the work. Like, if you can actually upgrade your shield item from 300 shield to 400 shield, all of a sudden, you have way more health. You will have way more survivability than just stacking 10% health. Like, that's fucking garbage in comparison of just like a passive shielding ability. So let's say 10% of health is like fucking 300 health. Well, your shield will trigger a bunch of times, and throughout the combats, giving you 2,000 shield maybe throughout the combat. 10% or upgrades. I wonder, Reynad, which one should I fucking choose? Yeah, does not make me just 10% stronger the weapon upgrading right now, or item upgrading. It's a lot more fucking impactful in the game than this guy's fucking realizing at the moment, it feels like.
And matching my piece. It's like we have.
Yeah, he has the issue with staying with the same pieces, but like, that's the fucking problem. Just focus on the fucking balancing then. Right? Just balance things as best as you can, then people will start switching pieces more instead of chasing builds, because that's the thing that he has to fucking kick in the balls. Chasing builds is not allowed. It's not, you shouldn't be like, what's the metagame right now? People shouldn't be asking that question. They should be making themselves as best of a player as they possibly can on just basic principles. What's the build that wins in Legend rank?
You have to do an item.
On Legend rank, you shouldn't be able to even comprehend how the build is actually even made. And then people would just give up on trying to understand what the fuck's going on and chase these builds. Like, it would be so much more difficult. But right now, you just say Reynad, and it's like you're chasing Reynad. That's what it is. That's the build. You're chasing a Lizzo. That's it. That's your fucking build. Let's go, bro. You chasing Beast or whatever. One item. Fucking Criparian released a video where he just wins with one item. And madness. Absolutely mad. You're just chasing a bunch of weapons over and over again to buff your shitty thing. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. The fact that this game actually allowed that crazy thing to manifest, it just proves that a lot of balancing has to be done before you can even dig out the real version of the game, of how the game actually feels and what problems it actually has, and how prevalent the not being able to spend gold problem is. Or maybe some kind of lackluster, uneventful way the game works overall. Right? We can't dig it out because we're fucking ripping our brain cells off, our hair off, looking at all these fucking build chasers.
Them in the store.
The fact that he has time to sit down and talk is the time he should have spent on fucking balancing the game.
Doubles the power of your build every time.
Doubles the power?
So
Are you sure about that?
Deal.
The way you can force people to switch items is make them temporary items, or make them go weaker over time. That would be fucking badass, bro. Items that go weaker the deeper you go into the run. Not stronger, weaker.
Build in the game.
That would be kind of crazy version of BAZAAR where things get downgraded. That would be BAZAAR, right? Right, Reynad? You agree with me. Let's go the opposite way. Let's start with diamond items, and they get downgraded for how much you fucking use them. I feel like that's actually a good way to do BAZAAR, because the capitalism, the way it works is it's obsolescence. Planned obsolescence is the fact that you buy a TV and your TV explodes and you need to buy a new one in Black Friday sale. You know, like, fuck yeah, bro. That's the way to do BAZAAR. You did it backwards, Reynad. You're not supposed to upgrade. You're supposed to downgrade. It's capitalism, bro. You're supposed to have $100, buy the biggest TV, diamond TV, and it turns into fucking shit. And you need to buy a new one. Oh my god. Based on your builds. TV based on your builds. No. Because I play like video games by that time. I don't watch Dragon Ball, but at the start I watched Dragon Ball and then I start playing video games. So my TV is actually a computer now. And I get to record videos, guys.
Game.
Upgrade. Through downgrade.
Even the one you guys are. I think it's actually.
This is such a cool upgrade system, right? I'll try to do justice on it on my game, right? To just flex on Reynad off all the ideas that I have will make him cry. But basically the idea is that when you buy an item, it actually starts with like 100% durability or whatever value, right? Or effectiveness. And it actually goes down. So you actually want to like buy a new item at some point, or you're forced to buy a new item, even if it's the same fucking item, but you still feel like you're upgrading your build by buying a new item, refreshing the item, right? You feel like this is the upgrade that you get. Because everything downgrades. Fucking capitalism. He doesn't even know what capitalism is, this guy. Look, he's squinting, he's trying to find it, but he can't find it, bro.
On when you.
What would also be very interesting to upgrade skills. Upgrade skills when you're actually leveling up. That would be just the fucking most obvious thing to do. Because it's the character building that is more important than upgrading items. Items can be bought, new items can be bought and replaced, replace the old ones. To the point where, like, if this happened, like, you barely would be able to see a build anymore. Obviously, if all items just keep downgrading themselves every combat or something, it would be kind of weird, but it's just how it'd have to go, man. I love the idea of durability, actually, when I realize, like, imagine in all the games, like, after big-ass fucking combat, you see half of your fucking leggings, bro, just completely torn off. You have to, like, find a new one to put on, just to replace based on the fucking kills that you made. Like, shit, let's go, bro. You find a better fucking durability shield, you replace that, you constantly fucking switch gears with all the dead bodies, bro. Fuck yeah, dude. The degrading items is the fucking coolest thing that he probably thought about a little bit about durability overall, but never really actually clicked into place for him. For me, I'm just like, this is the solution for BAZAAR. I have it, and I will not give it to you in any conceivable way. He will not watch this video, guys. If Reynad is watching this video, he has to comment. You have to say, I am a banana. Okay?
Go into like a shop. Hit that
It's
roll.
a contractual obligation for him to say, I am a banana.
If this is my life,
You feel like you upgrade your iPhone when your actual iPhone has a cracked screen. I think that's a beautiful way to put it. It's cracked. The battery has swollen, bro. It's about to explode. Fuck yeah, let's upgrade my iPhone. That's when you feel good about upgrading. Not fucking standing in line for the newest version the day it comes out. Fuck your stupid fucking iPhone, bro. You spend 5 days waiting for an iPhone, bro? That's 10% better than nothing because you're not even gonna use those 10% features. It's all about downgrading, bro. Durability.
it's already in there, man. Yeah, we've been.
The problem with durability is that it prevents you from almost like winning games sometimes, in case it happens during combat. But that's why we'll have a scoring system, baby. Durability is part of the game. Let's go, bro.
talking about
The way I can do durability is a very interesting way. Is the charging mechanic, right? So charging, you know, you can charge an item by 5 like every turn, and you need 10 charges to actually activate the item. Durability would mean that you need 11, 12, 13, 14 charges. And it just keeps going up to the point where you can barely use it. It's falling apart, your item. And fuck yeah, you need to buy a new one. Or just cook someone. Cook an NPC. Just like that, bro. Let's fucking cook them, bro. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. You're fucking cooked. Reynad wouldn't know what hit him with this game that I have. Fuck yeah. And the game I could make. in 2 months.
Or like saving
If I tried.
your strongest, that's just like lets you control fight speed all the time for a whole host of reasons. First of all, everyone will use it to fast forward, to grind faster. So now
I want to concede though. Concede button,
our video game looks like
please.
shit on every want to skip. That's a symptom of a bigger problem. Like adding a skip button is the wrong solution 100% of the time for 100% of games. I would.
Yeah, but like, kind of, I don't want to stick around when my opponent has 20 billion fucking armor. You know, I just not. I don't want to stick around in your stupid fucking game.
It's just
When
a lot
shit
easier
happens.
than like,
You know, something like a past sandstorm, you should be able to quit a battle because some battles just gonna be fucking frustrating as hell. You know, and you didn't skip majority of the combat. Everything you got figured out at that point. So, yeah, skip button, please, Reynad. What the fucking brain cell have you suppressed to not allow us to fucking skip some of the fucking most cringiest battles of all time? Right, that could happen. And I wouldn't actually even use it that often, to be honest. Oh, by the way, skip would probably mean concede. Concede is a better button. Like, just give me at least concede. Skip is not exactly the thing that we deserve.
how do you process patch seems to have an easily forcible meta that everyone who want to climb
Let's go. The question of the century, bro.
spams? How is the team going to stop forceability? Yeah, like I said, I think this is like
What the deuce?
what the zeitgeist will call it when they lose to a strong card. But if you look at like, I just don't think that's true. I don't think it is a forcible meta. If it was
Really? The worst answer imaginable?
true, the person complaining about forcing would be able to force and get to legend, but they can't. If forcing, I would.
But why don't discourage the fucking idiots who are spamming the same fucking forcing builds? Like, what the it doesn't matter if they win or lose, they will have a very solid build that will just fucking obliterate other people and give them brain damage because they're fighting the same fucking shit over and over again. What the fuck? You don't see it? You don't see
What
the
I'm going to do
problem?
about forcing is encourage folks to go play a drafting game without forcing.
What? Oh, play another game, guys. I don't give a fuck about just play another game. Wow. The worst answer imaginable, avoiding that like fucking plague. I have never seen shit like that before. Holy crap. No confidence whatsoever in that fucking question. Literally the worst question you can have and the worst answer you can possibly give. Holy shit. If you don't like people forcing builds, then go fuck yourself in another game. Oh, yes, they will, Reynad. Let's fucking make one. Bro just dug a grave for the one question. I love it. That's the one I was waiting this whole time, bro. Well, you dug your grave. Shit, I fucking lost again. Points. I love it, bro. There's no fucking other players involved. Let's go, bro. That's how we gonna do it, guys. I know the way to not let people force builds. You know what the secret is? Fuck other players. Or just fuck other NPC. Or just, I told you guys, the dynamic banning system. If I will get multiplayer capacity on this bad boy, I mean, yeah. I will ban certain things dynamically, and you'll get notified for that. And every single week, because it's going to be consistent, right? Like every week you come in and just like 3 things are banned, 3 most popular things are banned. Up to that point, you get to experience what it's like to play with shitty fucking cards, if it's really that bad. But they will get banned every week. This is so bad, bro. Reynad banned. Fuck Reynad. Shitty game developer, bro.
The forcing thing, by the way, really put a lot of work.
Just like with blockchain forcing.
Words in my mouth.
What is going on?
They claim in the Bazaar they want a game where you can't force anything. I've never made that claim or promise. That's not ever been the goal.
Never been the goal. But your goal is also to make the variety of things in the Bazaar. And just... Wasn't it just to chill and like let the build itself, basically? Instead of straining our eyes to get the fucking combo pieces falling instead of just random things synergizing. No, you tell me. You tell me. We're not going to put mouths into his words.
To make a game where force the least competitive.
Yeah. It's not competitive, basically.
Your agency. That's just a slot machine. That's what a drafting game with no forcing is. It's a slot machine.
It's called balance, where people don't just... cannot go for one brain cell builds. All right, that's just one thing that it's going to help you a lot, like knowing what one brain cell is versus actually spending time to perfect your build properly instead of like, oh, let's haste all my arrays and friends and they're just going to synergize because I've seen that before, you know. You're recreated just by looking at something or just adding one item and just buffing it a bunch. Now, it's very difficult to actually force build. But what's actually going on is not forcing builds, by the way. Is you see a fucking shiny item and you're like, that's my build. It's not really a player forcing the build, is that he sees the shiny thing and he's seen it before many, many times. And it's like he knows that's the metagame. That's what's going to make him, you know, a lot of wins because everyone else is doing it. You know, that's... Getting rid of shiny shit and just letting people spend time to learn what cool shit they can do themselves, that's the way to do it. Like, the biggest complaint when I was playing, like, with a Armadillo, for example, I always seemingly needed that. That's the only way to deal damage. And it's sort of shifting around. But his stance is pretty fucking weird on this stuff.
And so call it for...
This is why upgrade is actually a good idea, because you could spend money on upgrading items instead of searching for that specific fucking item that everyone else has. You know, that's a way to kind of like lean away from the build chasing, basically. But he kind of leans into it almost by mistake.
Forcing, you will call it forcing pufferfish.
Yeah, but like if there's a clear outlier item that everyone is trying to chase to get, and that one outlier item becomes the black hole of what makes the build good, I mean, excuse me, bro. Take accountability at that point, for fuck's sake, man.
But, you know, God bless.
Give us better answers.
I can't, you know, complain about a different book.
Oh, yeah, every week.
You know. The real boogeyman.
Oh, it's a hate comment in a mirror, the real boogeyman. Oh shit, bro. Holy shit, man. That's the only fucking question that I actually cared about, and it's a fucking insult to me instead, huh? A fucking mirror. For dude like this. You know? Dude has mustache, by the way. This part of the body probably fucking reduces his productivity by like 20% or something. Fucking degeneracy, bro. Like, imagine eating with a fucking mustache. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand that shit, bro.
Yeah.
He can't eat fast food anymore.
I'll just say it, but
that has sauces and everything. All over his face. Look at the fucking mirror yourself, fucking weirdo. Boogeyman.
I'm going to talk about it.
Pufferfish, bitch.
Forward. So, like, a purely PvE mode is really exciting to me. I think that could be really fun.
Thank God, bro. He's thinking in that direction as well. Maybe if I make my game exclusively single player, it would be a good game. Let's fucking go do that. That sounds pretty good. Exclusively single player game. I can't wait, Reynad. That one.
We recruit. Yeah, we basically are chasing people. Yeah, it's a LinkedIn.
That's nice. That's a very interesting thing. Don't always put yourself up for sale for grabs for the companies. It's a good hiring sort of mentality for, well, people like me. Jobless, am I right?
Process, I believe, right now.
Or I might just kill BAZAAR though. Who knows?
But, yeah, it's not like a man.
The problem with what I'm hearing though is where will he have enough money to like keep going is the real question that nobody will ask, unfortunately. Because money is gonna go dry fucking soon enough. Even if people are buying the game, that's not gonna be good enough.
Professional game if the team is too big. Like if you have like a 400 person team, I couldn't even imagine how you make a good game. You can like buy it then.
It is crazy to me, by the way, the chocolate thing. How is it not a merchant? Why can't you just buy a bunch of chocolate in various ways? Something that would give you the strength. Oh, wow, strength has been fucking removed from the game. Oh, man. Instead, you have to get lucky with the augmented weapon skill, and then chocolate gives you strength. Am I right, Reynad? Am I right, bro? Let's fucking go. It's such a fucking uneventful and stupid encounter of just like buying chocolate. So fucking stupid. It does not go along with the rest of the game where you actually buy individual items one by one, and those like interesting things to buy. Like there's a lot of like you can sell bananas too, you know? I mean, for fuck's sake. Sell a few goomballs, but no, it's just like delicious meals. Where's that? Why do delicious meals look like fucking crap that only give you like slight damage or critical hit advantage? Ugh. Over time, you can't even eat it. You have to eat it during the combat. Like, none of the fucking food stuff actually makes any sense in BAZAAR. Which is like the first thing you would do in BAZAAR is eat food. How do you fail that shit, bro? I'm a little bit too intense right now, suffering from diarrhea consequences. And I just want to chill at this point, I'm realizing. So hopefully this goes smoothly, okay? I still want to finish the video appropriately as well. Because I can. The tooth pain is gone, like I'm feeling like a new man, but I still need to rest and recover from all the pain, right?
A new hero. Her big lore video is in there already.
Big lore videos. Oh my god, I'm so excited about fucking garbage.
So like if that's ready to go, I think it's a good. If it's more balanced, if it's less balanced, it's not really going to impact the number of players. The only thing that impacts that is how fun it is.
Really? What are you talking about, bro?
And so I
balance issues or any issues in general is something that strips away all the fun and puts it into a certain amount of items or outliers. You don't get to feel variety. You don't get to feel the game in the first place. So what the fuck, man? Why assume that people are not gonna quit because of that? I definitely distance myself from the game when it's not balanced, and I come back when there's balance changes. What the fuck are you talking about? You haven't played a Hearthstone for a very long time. You clearly doesn't understand that the moment nerfs happen is the moment you plug in and play, bro.
Has no destination, because no matter what the state of the game is,
no matter what happens, people will always complain about that one thing that game developers don't know how to fucking do properly. And most game studios have never actually tried to nerf 100 items. You know, a patch. But a patch can happen any amount of time, apparently. No one actually tried to fight balancing properly, and balancing is the biggest issue of all time in gaming, and people don't even understand that it's worth a fight. It's just like there's a fucking boss fight waiting to happen, like you just fucking rush in and start slapping that bitch. Just the effort alone that you can put into balancing things, like, it's fucking amazing.
Balance will be the thing people complain. You know, I think a single player mode can go a long way for the casual.
Yeah, single player will go a long way. in getting BAZAAR slapped in the face because I will make a better single-player game.
And then once they're ready, or
In fact, the BAZAAR itself is not even that far away from being a single player as it is.
interested, they could go into the way more to me than like.
I will rework freeze, guys. I know how to do it. The same way like durability. Freeze is basically enforced durability of the weapon because it's a lot harder. It's a lot slippery of a weapon, right? It can get clogged up a little bit. You gotta crank it harder. That's basically enforced loss of durability. That's what freeze actually is supposed to do. It's not supposed to disallow you from using an item entirely, which is why it's so not fun. So I think Reynad is actually in so many pitfalls right now that I will pee on. I hope I will pee on his. No. I don't know. Hope he survives the end of BAZAAR. Because I will buy it, you know, with effort.
Oh, I lost.
I'll buy the BAZAAR.
Freeze, so I'm not going to make the mechanic 3 times as complicated, just so the guy on Reddit moves to complaining about the next thing. A lot of.
No, I think freeze can be reworked. That's my position.
Simplest, clearest.
He, you know, on his side, he can increase the cooldown time of items if it's getting frozen. So it's, again, also harder to use the item. And then freeze can actually be incremental in 3 dimensions. The amount of items, the amount of the length of freeze, and the power of freeze.
This is one topic where I think the players are actually wrong about.
Nope.
What the problem is.
Nope, not at all. Right about not at all. Just like in Hearthstone, freeze is an absolute dogshit mechanic. Same goes into this game. It is one of those things that you can fuck up really badly, not allowing people to use or disabling their items or destroying their items in general. Like that sort of stuff, like you will potentially fail in designing those mechanics. So you gotta fucking take accountability, but he's starting to like chip away the accountability meter for himself. Probably seeing dollar signs and just wants to frustrate people more than actually give them anything.
Randomly target.
No, it does not synergize with slow. If you increased the cooldown, then it would synergize with slow as well. I am sorry, I do not back freeze mechanic whatsoever. I will not copy and paste that shit. It's the dumbest thing. The stun can happen for like a few split seconds, like to try and like delay the effect a little bit. You stun the opponent from performing action. So I will explore this a little bit more of what I can use this type of freeze for. It's normally like self-defense mechanics, right? Or try the catch-up mechanic of where you're losing the game. You can catch up with stunning the opponent or doing some shenanigans. Like using a special potion, throwing into your opponent, just like, I'm losing the game, I have to use this special thing, right?
Target, right? Like losing to anything feels bad, so. If you lose to Pufferfish, it's because the BAZAAR.
Because it's strong.
It's forcible.
Yeah, because you just need to buy a buffer, and that's it. And then the rest kind of falls into place.
If you lose to freeze, it's because the BAZAAR designed freeze wrong. If you lose.
Yep. See, he doesn't understand at this point. He's just running out of stamina. And I love this shit because I can keep on pushing, bro.
You know, you're still going to lose half the time on average.
Really? Half the time on average? Yeah, not if things are not fucking balanced. You're gonna lose to people who grind the same shit over and over again. Because that build is solid, and yours is kind of fumbling a little bit, you know? You don't really know what to synergize to, like, really stick things together, you know, and pick up a punch. While other people just copy and paste whatever does do that. That's a forcible behavior. For Reynad to be in a position where he can't fucking recognize this shit, like, do you see how fucking weird this is?
Just want to say.
But at the same time, hey, thank you. the green light. I'll use it. I'll do that challenge. I hope I will be healthy by then, because right now it's also fumbly builds in real life. But I will show them, basically. It's going to be showtime. I will also rework the way shields work. Even shield mechanic, the fact that it goes to infinity, is nonsense. Shield is supposed to be a finite thing that you equip based on your skill level. Right? Oh, I can have only 300 shield. Some items will increase your shield levels. But, yeah, it's not supposed to go infinite. It's supposed to be just a shield you pull up, and it sucks in some damage, and you do your attacks and whatnot. There's a lot about the game that's questionable, and the dude does not want to put in the work anymore. I love it. It shines with opportunity, you know. Reynad at least found an easy way to, like, exploit the gaming world by making the easiest game you can possibly make. Like, it's the easiest shit, bro. There's literally bare interaction going on. If I had to drag an item to attack another item, all of a sudden, there's a little bit of interaction going on, and I don't like that. Is that one feature that made the longest to make is just this drag and drop motion? I swear. It kind of was convoluted in that sense.
Players are enjoying it, despite me doing the opposite.
Are you sure, though? Am I enjoying your fucking game?
What they suggested.
Yeah. To some extent. I will get bored really fast, bro. Really fast.
And stay.
It's all about the competition. It's all about the freshness of the game as well. When the game becomes stale, then we're talking, bro. And right now he can make updates that makes the game fresh, and it's a completely new experience. The moment he stops doing that, as frequently, that's when we're talking, bro. That's when Minecraft happens. When the updates don't feel like it do anything anymore. Literally in Minecraft, when Notch made the Ender Dragon, that's like the biggest feature ever, and then Notch just sells Minecraft. And Microsoft was never able to recreate the glory of the Ender Dragon. Never. It's crazy to me, to be honest. How easily the game can just die.
Strategies get found pretty quickly, but then like the dozen strategies that counter them often don't get discovered right after. But
yeah, because it requires brain cells. Also, countering something does not make your build strong, by the way, you know. Unless someone is spamming that fucking build over and over again, that thing that's just trying to counter. Otherwise, you're just playing a slot machine then, for real. You know, will I get that thing that I'm trying to counter? Are you fucking kidding me, Reynad? Do you not see the problem here?
the time they would.
Do you not see the problem?
So, you know,
I hope he's not condemning that he's supposed to patch the game properly.
call it design philosophy logically.
I can't believe he can't just, like, apologize for Puffer existing for too long. Nah, bro. He's lurking. He thinks we're the problem. Excuse me, bro? You're trying to sell us a game. Please, accept accountability as much as possible. And just like, well, I'll be balancing really hard, bro. Every single week you see balances, bro. It's gonna get balancer and balancer, bro. I swear. Instead of just diving in, like trying to pretend that we're the problem. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Is that item that's like, that's the dream. So I don't know. Destroy is also one of those things. It's going to be tilting to lose to for sure.
I will destroy your channel.
There's a lot of folks really interested in funding a game that's already built, you know?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Why do we need that?
That's it's like now that it's made, like we don't need the money, you know?
We don't need the money ever, and the competition is gonna just fucking crunch
Like,
your ass off.
we're-
Fundraising is so paradoxical, I can't possibly understand. Let me explain this for you. Just build a Disney park, by the way. Just build toys. Establish yourself before it's too late, you know?
And that's a big change, because at that point it doesn't matter what the pufferfish is, because You can't even guarantee seeing it. And so
Oh, that will happen? Are you
we're
sure?
working towards it gets added to the game.
It won't even matter how unbalanced all the items are because you won't be able to see them and grab them too many times. Yeah, that's not gonna solve the issue.
And then you
Yeah, the last piece of question is the
lose the crypt
craziest.
if you beat him.
Loot the crypt. Loot the crypt. Yeah. You can choose between a regular player or a crypt badass build, you know? Fuck yeah, loot the crypt. Alright. I mean, the game was only bad when I fucking queued into ranked modes. But where are all the bronze players at? Where are they at, bro? Where are they hiding? Already farmed out of existence. Get out of here, Reynad. Not impressed by your answers by any means. But loot the crib, that's pretty good feature.